Hey guys, what's up? Master Spence, I am back with this next video. This one's going to be different in terms of topic. It's not going to be sports related at all. It's actually about this new Star Wars movie. I don't know if you guys have heard about it. It's called The Force Awakens. It's been pushed very hard by Disney, so you guys have all heard about it, I'm guessing. Uh, this is going to be a no spoiler review. I'm sorry, no spoilers at all. That review will be coming out either this weekend or next week, depending on family things I have going on right now. I don't know if you guys don't know this, but I go to school up in Tampa, and I'm down in South Florida uh, right now visiting family during winter break. But basically, I'm just going to give you my overall thoughts on the movie. Uh, Basically, what you guys can expect without giving away any spoilers to the plot or anything. So let's get started. First, just want to get this out of the way. Star Wars is back. You guys don't have to worry about this being the prequels again. It has heart, emotion, hope, uh, excitement, adventure, everything that the original trilogy had with Luke Skywalker, obviously, in the original trilogy. If you guys didn't know this, actually, this is why my Twitter handle is actually Master Spence. I am. Uh, I'm a huge Star Wars fan, as well as being a UN fan. So, for the UN fans that watch my videos, if you guys are watching this, thank you guys for watching a Star Wars review. Even if you guys aren't interested, it means a lot to me for anybody who watches my videos. Uh, but basically, to get the ball rolling on this one, basically, this movie is very character driven. The plot is driven a lot also by the action in the movie. Uh, Unlike the prequels, where the actions were just big, shiny, nice little set pieces that were just supposed to be shiny, I guess. None of them had any emotion in it like the lightsaber battles in the original trilogy had, where they were more grittier, dirtier, I guess you could say, in the original trilogy. Uh, so obviously, it's a good sign that J.J. Abrams was able to get back to that to set up for this new trilogy that they're making. If you guys didn't know, Episode 7 is the first episode in a new trilogy that they're coming out with. Episode 8 is actually coming out in a year and a half. Going to be directed by Ryan Johnston. Um, Probably expected to be a little bit darker. You guys, there are problems with this movie. This movie is not perfect. No movie is. Uh, there are not character flaws. Characters are pretty much awesome. You're gonna fall in love with the new characters, and they pay good homage to the old characters. Uh, you could say that some of the older characters could have been introduced better. In particularly, a lot of people are saying Han Solo and Chewbacca's introduction in this movie was a little out of the blue, I guess you could say. Um, Everybody loved when you saw the Millennium Falcon for the first time. I bet everyone here is going to love it when you guys see it. It's pretty early on in the movie, too. Um, Trying not to give anything away here, and it's really hard considering there are a lot of things that could be spoiled, considering how good the Disney team was at keeping any spoilers out of the trailers, or as much spoilers as they could out of the trailers and all that. But basically, if you guys have watched the trailer, a lot of that is from the first act, second act, third act is probably my favorite part of this movie. Uh, I would say the first act compared to the others is a lot slower compared to the second and third act. And if you guys don't know what I mean by acts in a movie, uh, each movie that you watch should, if it follows director or movie makers, uh, sorry, that's phone call I'm getting, or my house phone is getting. Basically, there should be three acts in every movie that you see. First act is most self-explanatory, is the introduction. You get introduced to the new characters or characters in general. As in, if you guys have watched the original Star Wars trilogy, in Episode 5, instead of being introduced to necessarily all new characters, you just had to be introduced to what the old characters were up to now, since it had been there had been some time in between A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back, and same with after Empire Strikes Back and before The Return of the Jedi. There's always time in between these movies, or at least usually there is. So that's usually Act 1. Act 2 is usually where a problem arises, so to speak, and that's when usually the climax starts to happen, and you get a sense of your main characters, the one you're supposed to root for, are going to start to look like they might be in trouble. They might not make it out alive, or at least that should be in a good movie. You should feel like the characters you're rooting for aren't going to make it through. It shouldn't be a given, pretty much. Um, and then the third act is the resolution, the solution to the problem. This I liked this movie in general. I would give it a solid A minus. Right now, well, not right now, but all the reviews I've been watching, I think it has a 94% on Rotten Tomatoes, something like that. All the reviews I've been watching are positive. A lot of them are extremely positive. Multiple people saying Star Wars is back. Everyone looking forward to episode 8 and 9, and hopefully another trilogy after that with maybe the same characters, maybe not. Kylo Ren. A lot of people were mixed on whether or not he was going to be a good villain in this movie, me included, and I am happily surprised at who he ended up being in the movie. Um, I would just say he is a major part of this plot and for setting up the universe in the future. So he is a major character. Even if he doesn't make it out of this movie, it's still his character is one of the most important in setting up the future movies. So just in case you guys thought by me saying that he was going to survive this movie, I don't want it's not a given. It's not a given whether or not he would make it or not. So I don't want you coming out of here thinking that I ruined at least something small or anything. I want you guys going into this basically clean slate, knowing nothing, watching this with fresh eyes, like I did last night actually. I bought tickets 20 minutes before showtime, even though I had tickets for tomorrow. So I'll be going to see this a second time tomorrow, probably another time or two more times, but until it is out of theaters, probably even more honestly. I love this movie. It's back to, like I said in the beginning, how Star Wars was in the original trilogy. If you guys like the prequels, obviously that's your opinion. I'm not going to say anything about that. In my personal opinion, they weren't for me, and I could go into that probably almost an hour of why I personally didn't like the trilogy, the prequels. I mean, not the original trilogy. Um, if I was going to rank all the Star Wars episodes that have come out from 1 to 7, it would be definitely 2, 1, 3 on the bottom in that order, 2 being the worst, then Phantom Menace, then Revenge of the Sith. Then I would probably tie A New Hope, for me at least, with Force Awakens, and then Return of the Jedi just under Return of the Jedi, like here, and then Empire Strikes Back right above it. And then those two switch for me a lot. So that's my opinion on this movie. I'd love to hear if you guys have seen it. If you guys have, what do you guys think about it? If you guys haven't seen it, let me know when you're going to see it. This movie hopefully will get you just as excited as I am. Honestly, what I would like to do is not daily, like I would like to do the football videos. Right now, I'm kind of on a down period, but I would like to do maybe one video a month on Star Wars news that I've heard about watching other uh, YouTube channels, and as well as just any news I've heard around the web. If you guys want to get into Star Wars news and uh, see other channels that talk about it, message me, ask me in the comments below. I can let you guys know. I don't want to say it on here just in case. I don't want to make this video too long, but basically that's it. Look forward to seeing it if you haven't already, guys. You'll enjoy it, I hope. I haven't heard anybody say a bad word about it yet, so hopefully that continues. Other than that, Master Spence I am is out. See you guys later.